my angels, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing a two-parter to the acting series I have already started. So if you haven't already, went to go see the first part of the series, it will be in this side of the screen. You can go watch it. And if you have, I'm glad to see you here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get into the acting jobs, basically how to submit yourself for your acting jobs without an agent. So how to get yourself on those day player roles and all those good things. I want to give you guys a disclaimer before I start though. Most of the stuff people see is like they want to immediately jump into acting as the lead role, stuff like that. It doesn't really work like that if you don't have an agent. When you don't have an agent, you might pick up a lead role. I'm never saying you can't, because that's not saying you can't. It's just that doesn't exist. You can do whatever you want to do, but in all actuality, these jobs you'll be picking are more like day player roles, you know, maybe a reoccurring star, maybe a co-star. These are the things you'll get. And if you get a lead in something, it'll probably be a smaller thing, so something more non-union, something that isn't SAG-AFTRA. But if you do get something that's SAG-AFTRA and lead, you know, so be it. These things do come, but they aren't as often as you can get your day player roles and all those things. So before we start, I just want to make sure I didn't lead anybody in the wrong way, stir anybody the wrong way, you know, to get into it. So in this video, I will be basically showing you guys a bunch of websites that I use, that my friends use, my peers use. We all get down with the get down. Wait, I feel like that, hold on. Sorry, my background was giving dirt. And my camera kind of has a smudge on it, I think. But I don't have the time to. Anyway, so in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys a bunch of websites you can use. And yeah, I'm sure you guys have heard of these websites before. I'm sure you guys know a bunch of these websites, but I'm going to be showing you guys what comes with these websites and basically how to use them and how they are beneficial to you as an actor who's trying to pick up a job without an agent. So you have already gotten your headshots, you've already curated your reel. Now it's time to start submitting yourself. So the first website I'm going to be talking about is Actors Access. Actors Access is one of those websites where you will get a lot of day player roles in some of your favorite TV shows, basically. Shows that are come on Netflix, shows that come on Hulu, shows that are going to be, you know, HBO, all these things. Those are the shows you'll be picking up on Actors Access. And as beautiful as that is, you need a little bit of money to get on this website. So Actors Access as a base rate is $69. But when it comes to submitting stuff, you have to submit your headshot, which you get 2 free headshots with Actors Access. But after those 2 free headshots, every headshot you'd have after that is $10. Even if you delete those 2 headshots, the free ones they gave you are gone. After you use them one time, even if you delete those 2 headshots, that little situation you have with Actors Access is gone. Every other headshot after that will be $10. Submitting a video is $22 per minute. So say I want to submit my reel. My reel is $3. I mean, my reel is $3. My reel is 3 minutes. I will be submitting a 3-minute reel times 22, which would be $66 basically. And that's why I say curate a good reel that you know can get you in the room, regardless of if it's comedic, whatever you want to niche yourself as an actor. That's what you need to be submitting, because I don't know if you want to keep paying $66, keep paying $100 just for people to see your reel, or just for people to get you into the room, because this is before they even give you the audition. This is basically just you saying, hey, this is my face. Hey, this is what I can do. Can I get an audition? You're asking for the auditions. Basically, when you have an agent, it's less of a, wow, I'm the problem situation, because when you have an agent, they already submitted you, so you don't really know what they submitted you for until you get an audition. But when you're auditioning yourself, you see everything you submit for. So sometimes when you don't get those auditions, it can hurt a little bit, but that's why you have to have strong, thick skin to be in this industry, because you are submitting yourself for everything. You basically become your own product, which can sometimes be hard for some people. But as an actor, you have to thicken that skin, because everybody's in it for themselves. So you have to be in it for yourself. You have to care enough about yourself, who you are as an actor, what you come from, what you can bring to the table. Basically, that all has to lie within your reel. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you when they don't pick you. So sometimes you have to take yourself out of the situation and say, okay, this one wasn't for me, but maybe they want me for the next. Actors Access, I've gotten lots of auditions, but from some of my friends, they've never gotten auditions from Actors Access. But that has nothing to do with our looks. It has everything to do with, oh, you fit this, oh, you don't fit this. It's crazy like that, but it's real, and you have to take yourself out of it sometimes, because who knows? One man's trash, another man's treasure. So you have to keep it in that type of consistency. Do not compare yourself to anybody else in the industry except for yourself. So back to what I was saying. After submitting your video, you also are allowed to submit slates, which most people don't submit slates, but each slate is $5. It's an additional $5. And then if you, for my people who do voiceover, it's $11 per minute for audio recording. So you recording yourself doing some character, whatever. 11 times 3 would be $33 basically. So with Actors Access, I can assure that amazing jobs come from Actors Access. Even when they aren't non-union, they still have an amazing job. They still have amazing jobs on there. I've seen music videos for some of the biggest people, and I've seen shows that you wouldn't even expect to be on something where you can just self-submit yourself to. But I've seen shows from Netflix, Hulu, shows that are on HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, Stars. They are on there. So you just have to be wide open and ready to accept anything at any moment. Next website is Backstage, and Backstage is a really popular website. When you come into acting, the first thing you hear about is Backstage or Actors Access, but Backstage is way different than Actors Access. A lot of reality TV show comes from Backstage. Also, a lot of modeling and a lot of music videos come from Backstage. So I myself don't submit that often on Backstage, but when I do get a lot of auditions for non-union jobs and music videos, because that's more of a you fit the look or you don't fit the look type thing, not really acting as much, because they rarely like pick up your reels. They're kind of just looking at the photos that you sent them. You have an unlimited amount of photos you can send. You have an unlimited amount of videos that you can post. A cover story on each submission you submit. With Backstage, you only have to pay one flat fee a year, which is $149, but that kind of is expensive for some people because of what Backstage offers. Yes, it offers a lot of nice jobs. Some people get Disney jobs from Backstage, but they're rarely coming in, and during COVID, it's a different type of vibe. There's more non-union jobs. So if you want to build up your resume, I would definitely say get on Actors Access. But if you feel like you've built up a nice resume, you've built up a nice cover letter, you've built up a nice headshot and reel, go to Actors Access so that you can just keep cultivating who you are as a person. But if you want to do reality TV show, I've seen Netflix reality TV shows on Backstage. I've seen from the top to the bottom. There's so much on there. So I would recommend going on Backstage if that's what you're kind of into. Music video, commercial. I've seen multiple modeling shoots where you'd be like, oh my god, like your face, Hollister, Abercrombie, Aeropostale, they're on there. Actors Access is more your theatrical base, and then Backstage is more commercial base. And then you have casting networks. Now, I do not use casting networks. A lot of people who have agents do though. It's basically something, it's more of your Actors Access, but it also has Backstage mixed with it. It's more of theatrical and commercial and a lot of extra work on casting networks. So whatever your people want to submit you for, that's kind of how it works. It is more of an agent to casting website type of website than it is a casting website to normal human being, because you're just kind of paying the same amount for jobs that you would get on Actors Access and Backstage. But I'm not saying not pay for it, because it could be an amazing thing for you. But Casting Network is only $29.95 a year, I believe. Let me look it up. Yes, the basic membership, I'm looking over at my computer, is $25 per year. First photo upload is free, one free video reel, unlimited updates to resume and digital size cards, profile searchable by casting directors and agents, and then a personal URL to online resume. So it's a good bargain to deal with. I don't have one because I already have Actors Access and Backstage, and I'm like, do I really need to be spending more money? But if that's what you feel like is good for your career, I definitely think you should go and do it. And it's amazing for people who are getting into the acting industry. And then lastly, this one is totally free because I just feel like there's always a need to have something free. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are one of the biggest ways to market yourself as a product, because I mean, if you think about it, we all are kind of products, and I mean that in the most humane type way. We are products, but we also are cultivating industries. I do recommend using Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram because you never know who's wanting to help and willing to help. Most of the people you didn't think will want to help you would want to help because they're looking for their next fresh face. They're looking for somebody they can market out, somebody they can push out, and that will be in everybody's face and be the next social media star, whatever. And I do recommend you cultivating a social media presence. If that's the way or market you want to go, then I say do that. If that Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is how you want to go, that's a beautiful way to go as well. But this is more of the free route so that you can get yourself into the room. But with that, I wanted to tag on something that isn't free. IMDb Pro, I believe IMDb Pro is around 129 a year, 149 a year. Do not quote me, I'll probably put it right here, but it's around $100 a year. And I definitely recommend IMDb Pro because you can see some of the people who look like you, who they're signed with, what type of jobs they book, with who they're signed with, the casting directors who are on your favorite movies and TV shows, the casting directors who are just, you know, casting for some of the new projects that you want to be on. It shows you what movies are in production, what movies are filming, what movies haven't started filming, what movies are in thought to start filming, what movies are in thought to even be made. So it's a beautiful thing because it kind of puts you in the radar of what's going on in the industry around you, so you don't feel so lost. Because I know as an actor you can feel really lost because you feel like you don't know what's going on, you don't know how you can get into the mix. But IMDb Pro is a really, really good way to get into the mix because it allows you to honestly know who is on what job, who you can reach out to, who you feel more comfortable sending a cold email to, who you feel like will benefit you, who you feel like you would benefit, you know? That's how you can see your boutique agents, one of the biggest agencies, CAA, UTA, you got Abrams Artist Agency. You have so many agencies that you can reach out to, WME, and just see who, you know, what fits you better. I wouldn't recommend reaching out to those yet because they're huge and you can find yourself getting lost in something like that when you're so small in the industry and you haven't really made something of yourself. I do recommend smaller boutique agencies, and they have multiple on IMDb Pro, so I definitely do recommend that. But with that, I believe that would be the end of this section of how to start acting without an agent and just how to start acting, period. I really did enjoy making this video. I am enjoying this entire series. I can't wait to come back for more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Bye, my angels.